What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Zach. I know I haven't been consistent lately, but I've been traveling around, so I'll try my best to be consistent from now on. But y'all seen the topic for the day, man. The topic: how to reattract a girl who lost interest, or how to attract your ex, right? So let's say this is your ex-girlfriend, or a girl you had a fling with, or even a girl like you were talking to, right? Let's say she did lose interest for whatever reason, right? We never know what the reason is with this girl. Sometimes it's the guy's fault, right? Majority of the time, I'll say it's the guy's fault, guys. Believe it or not, because once we start getting attached to the girls and we start enjoying their company, hanging out, spending more time with them, being on the phone for hours, it's just natural, guys, for you to start, getting attached. And that's where mistakes start to come up. That's where we start to mess up. We start getting needy, insecure, jealous. You know what I'm saying? This is why I keep telling you guys, you gotta be away from your woman once in a while. You know what I'm saying? You can't be all up on her, you know what I'm saying? They don't I know they like that, they say they do, but they don't actually like it, guys. They think they like it, but they don't. This is why I tell you guys, you gotta have an abundant lifestyle. What do I mean by that? You gotta have a social lifestyle. You gotta have purpose going on. Outside work, you gotta be able to have other things going on outside work, right? So, because a lot of people just get off work and, you know, their girl, their wife, whatever girl they're dating, that's like whatever time they have left, that's what they use to spend with that girl, right? And it shouldn't be like that. Once in a while, once a week, twice a week, that's okay. But on a consistent basis, and I understand if she's your wife, right? Because you can't sleep under the bridge or sleep outside. You got to come back home. So I'm gonna exclude, marriage and husband and wife away from this video. But like, this is solely purpose. This is just more of boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, or just a girl you're talking to or dating. So, number one, how to really attract her? No contact, guys. And what I mean by no contact means you should back away. You should give this girl space, guys. For the life of me, guys, I don't understand why guys, like, when you start noticing the girl starts chasing, losing interest, you guys, for some reason, you start chasing. It doesn't make sense. When she's pulling away from you, you gotta hold your ground. You gotta stay true to yourself. You gotta have self-respect, not to go chasing. You gotta use this time, to hold yourself, control yourself. This is why I say you gotta be able to control your emotions, right? A lot of guys, they start panicking, they start freaking out, thinking, oh, did she find someone else? Did she move on? Is she cheating on me? Is she talking to someone else? She probably is, who knows? But you can't do anything about it. Because even if you know she's doing any of that, what are you gonna do? You can't do shit. So this is why I tell you guys, you got to be able to control yourself. And if she's not doing any of those things I just mentioned, and you start accusing her or bringing it up, that even makes it worse. Because now you're just being annoying, right? You're just being annoying. So you got to be able to control yourself. Be calm, cool, collected, right? Use this time to reflect on what mistakes you made, right? Were you chasing? Were you being needy, clingy, insecure? Were you jealous? Were you over pursuing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Those things turn women off, guys. I know they say they do, guys, but these girls don't even know what they like. So if you're doing any of those things, gradually, guys, you're gonna notice she's gonna start losing interest. This is why I keep telling you guys, you gotta learn to give them space, guys. So you gotta back away from this girl. I don't care if you've been talking to her for a year, for 3 years, you've been in a relationship for 5 years. You gotta give her space. Don't go start blowing up her phone, calling, FaceTime, checking up on her, showing up at her workplace, checking up on her family. Don't do none of that. Stay true to yourself. Keep working on yourself. Keep doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make her actually think, oh, that shows her strength actually, guys. Because he's not like these other guys who are gonna chase me, who are like, bend down backwards and start chasing me and begging me, pleading to come back. He must have other options. This is how they think. Guys, I'm telling y'all. This is how they think. And how do I know this, guys? Because I've experienced it, guys. This is why I'm here to make this video, to tell you guys, man. You gotta stand your ground. You can't go right. You can't, when she pulls away, she loses interest. You can't go following her direction. You gotta stay true to yourself till she comes back, right? Which brings me to my second point, self-improvement, guys. You gotta level up in every aspect. So if you're lacking at physically or financially, you know what I'm saying? Or even you're not a confident man, you know what I'm saying? You don't have game. You have to work on those things, guys. And those things, you can't acquire them overnight. So you got to be constantly. And guys, one thing about women is women love seeing a man with ambition, right? Women love seeing a guy who's hardworking, working on himself, working on his purpose, working at, trying to just, you don't have to be the best guy. You ain't got to be the best dude. You ain't got to be the richest guy. You don't have to drive the nicest car. You don't have to have the biggest crib. But they just want to see that you're not, complacent and comfortable, right? If that makes sense. They like seeing you going up in a ladder. Think of it like as a ladder, guys, and you're going up a step. Let's say every once in a while, you're going up you're leveling up, right? So guys, they find this attractive. A woman will actually stick by your side, right? If you have that, if you're really about that hustle, man, you're ambitious, you're grinding, you know what I'm saying? You're seeking ways to improve your income, to increase your earning potential, you know what I'm saying? Like you're working out, trying to improve your physique. Because a lot of people get in the gym, they start seeing results, then they feel like, oh, okay, maybe it's time I relax, maybe go twice a week, 3 times a week. And I'm not saying 3 times a week is bad, but you should be consistent doing the same things you were doing before, right? So let's say you're at the gym, you start seeing, you start gaining muscle, you start seeing improvement, your body's getting better in shape, you start losing weight. Don't just, use that as an excuse to relax and chill out, right? Keep putting in the same work. If anything, even go harder, right? That should be a sign of motivation. For me personally, guys, I keep doing the same thing 4 to 5 times a week at the gym, right? I don't miss a day. Even though I've lost weight, I look different now. I look better now. A lot of people tell me, you chill out, man, chill out, man. I still put in the work. I still increase the weight. I still spend more hours at the gym, right? I still do my cardio. A lot of people, guys, you got to put in the work, man. You have to improve every aspect of your life. This is why I said you got to reflect on yourself, right? You got to ask yourself, what can I improve in myself in general, right? As a package, where am I lacking, right? Amongst other men. Because guys, we're all in a competition, man. I'm sorry to break it to you. We're all in competition, man. Especially if you want to date like really beautiful women, you got to compete. And how do you compete? How do you become the best option? By self-improvement. So when you self-improve, guys, she's gonna see that. When you get in a better physique, you get in shape, you get a new car, a better crib, and she starts seeing that you're leveling up, she's gonna come back. I promise. I promise. It happened with me way too many times now, guys. This is why I'm making this video, to help y'all, man. You gotta level up, man. You gotta find ways, skills to improve yourself, right? You gotta go out there and talk to people to improve your game, to improve your confidence. Because a lot of people don't even know how to, just keep a 5-minute conversation with a stranger, right? So you gotta learn you gotta do the self-improvement, man. Which brings me to my third point. You gotta move on. Now I know this one sounds painful, especially if it's like, let's say an ex-girlfriend, you gotta move on, bro. The reason why I say this is, it's not guaranteed that she's gonna come back, right? Only God knows if she's gonna come back. Maybe she found someone who's better than you. Maybe she found her dream man. Maybe she finds a guy that, she connects with, she aligns with on an emotional level, right? So you gotta take it as a sign. She loses interest, she pulls away, cool. Don't go blowing up her phone. Just live a social abundant lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Go out, meet more people, talk to people, go out with your boys. You're gonna meet other girls. You never know. You might meet a girl who's better than her. You might meet a girl who's more submissive, respectful, who you just find more attractive, like her personality, right? And her, not even just her body, her physique, her beauty, right? Maybe you just like the way she, the way she acts, the way she carries herself, right? And she might be even better than your girl, and that's even an upgrade right there, right? So you got to take it as a sign that this it's time for me to move on. If she comes back, she comes back. This is the mentality I have, guys. You come back, cool. If not, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't control, guys. The power is not in your hands. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn to, let things flow, right? So you got to take it as a sign to move on, man. Don't sit down and start crying. Oh, she left me, being depressed. Go out the fucking house. Go work out. You know what I'm saying? Go play sports. Go out with your homies, man. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna take your mind away from thinking about hitting her up, calling her. You don't even try doing any of that, guys. Because the more you call and text and pursue, the more she loses interest, right? But it's funny how that works, man. The more you stay silent, the more you stand your ground. You don't contact her, you don't chase, you don't blow up her phone. The more it pulls her back, it attracts her. She finds that attractive. But when you go and start asking, hey, baby, what's going on? What did I do wrong? Are you cheating on me? Did you find someone new? It makes her lose interest in you every day. And how do I know this? Because I did that when I was, guys, I did that in my first relationship, guys. And that's how I learned from my experience. Now I don't do that anymore. And I've had way higher success rates in a reattracting. But for me right now, where I'm at right now, if you pull away from me or lose interest, that's it. I don't give you no more chances, man. You don't get any more chances from me, right? I don't let you back in my life. But that's just me personally, right? But for you who's watching this video, man, like I said, you gotta back away, no contact, don't hit her up, don't blow up her phone, don't call, don't check up on her. I don't care if it's her birthday, stay away from her phone or her number, stay away from the DMs. You know what I'm saying? So number two, you gotta self-improvement. You gotta, every day, 24 hours, you gotta do something with yourself. Work, hit the gym, find other ways to improve yourself, your fashion, improve your clothes. A lot of you guys are walking out right here looking homeless. You gotta go out, get you some nice fitted clothes, right? Especially if you have a nice physique, get you fitted clothes. Dress like a man. And lastly, take it as a sign to move on. That's the end of the video, man.